Hi, first off. My name is Will Daly. I play Lord Caversham in the Canon Theatre production of Oscar Wilde's An Ideal Husband, directed by Tatiana Ivan. Now that my kids are all sort of grown up, I kind of miss being a father, so it's fun to be one again, even though he's kind of an SOB at times and stuff. But I like I like being a dad and telling my kid what to do and worrying about how he's going to end up, and in this case, it's a he. And so that's the single biggest core, is trying to tap into that being a father. There's some physical things I think I've tapped into. Sort of my walk is for Caversham is an exaggerated will walk. That's kind of on purpose. I thought it was appropriate, and wasn't told it wasn't. So, that's another physical thing to come into. I've always wanted to walk with a cane for some reason, so that's something I kind of tapped into.
My name is Ian Dowell, and I play Lord Arthur Goring, who is a socialite, dandy, man about town, the idlest man in London, and generally a good guy, although he generally keeps his cards close to the vest and doesn't want to be thought too clever. I think Lord Goring is a truly caring person. He cares about his friends, the Chilterns. He cares about Mabel Chiltern. He cares about his father. And he tries to make sure that everything works out for people. He doesn't necessarily want any recognition or glory for that, but I think he tries to make sure that everybody is pretty happy. He believes in art over commerce. And I think that caring part fits with my own sense of how things should be. What is very different about him is he has a very public persona, a very flamboyant persona, whereas I tend to like to be in the background and not be singled out. He thrives there.
I'm Sonia Richards, and I'm playing the character of Miss Mabel Chiltern, who is the love interest of Lord Goring. I would probably say my wittiness, because Mabel's pretty witty. She kind of has pretty good comebacks to what people say. And I sometimes do, not all the time, but most of the time I do. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. Mabel's a lot more girly than me, so having to be, proper and blah, 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 but also witty at the same time is kind of hard. But that's what I brought to Mabel.
I'm Chris Wiley, and my characters play two. One is Mason. He is the butler to Sir Robert Chiltern, and the other is Mr. Montford, who is the secretary to Robert Chiltern. For Mr. Montford, there's a large chunk of myself that's inside there. I see him as a very kind of excitable, mobile in the upward moving, and very, very buoyant in personality. He's trying with a lot of different ladies on stage to take him off the music room or do other things with him. Failing miserably, but still has a good attitude about it. Mason's a little more distant, very, very reserved, very true butler material from a British era, which is completely opposite of myself. So I've had to pull more outside of myself for that role.
My name is Jacob Moore, and I am playing Sir Robert Chiltern. Probably the most obvious part that I bring into this character is, since Sir Robert Chiltern is a politician, he's known as a great orator, is just my presence, my size, my volume. On more of the subtle things that I bring to the character, Sir Robert Chiltern has a great desire for for power. He has a great passion for power. And I wouldn't say I have a passion for power, but I'm certainly a passionate person. And it's certainly in the Victorian era, they don't want people bubbling over the top. They want people to be very reserved. And I think sometimes Robert's passion gets the better of him. And I can relate to that. So.
I am Tara Earle, and my character is Lady Gertrude Chiltern, who is a new woman for her time. She's very aware of politics, and she likes to be educated about things that are going on in the world as opposed to the general people that are around her and the general atmosphere, people that just kind of like to stay out of it and be pretty. So I think she's trying to make a difference, and yeah, but she's very black and white, to quote, and she thinks things should be one way, and she's very specific on how she believes people to be. I've been called an idealist a lot. I think Gertrude takes it farther than I do, but I like to think the best in people, and I might be scared to trust people again after they've done something wrong to me. So I think with her innocence and her naivete, I definitely brought that and her goodness, because I'm definitely a goody two-shoes, even though I might not like to say it all the time. But no, I think I brought her innocence, maybe not her political awareness, but definitely her image of people and the way she is generally. So